Get your favorite health tips right here on U24. Maintain your kidney by drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water each day. This can be in form of soup, tea, water, cooked grains and boiled.
My name is Erica Murunchi and welcome to Be Inspired by Erica. So today I want to talk about personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is not just a habit, it is a way of life. By maintaining personal hygiene, you will reduce stress, improve on your focus, show respect for yourself and others around you, to the people around you. Take care of your space and your life. Keep your room tidy, wash your hands, cut your fingernails, comb your hair, brush your teeth, and many others. Take care of your space and your life. Brush your teeth, make your bed, bathe, cut your fingernails, comb your hair, and many others. Make clean.
Hi, my name is Doreen Tuhidire, coming to you from Be Money Wiser, and we're going to be bringing to you the hashtag 100 Ways to Be Money Wiser by Mrs. T. Tilda Nabandra. We're going to be running this hashtag 100 Ways to Be Money Wiser on U24 television. Don't miss out.
U24. Don't miss. On U24.
Entrepreneurs Hub, giving you a deep and unique insight into agribusiness, services, ICT and innovation, industrialization and so much more. Entrepreneurs Hub, growing your small, medium and large business entity. With yours truly, Sandra Kahunde.
Sheila Kahunde, and of course it's quite a cold morning, and also we are happy and glad that you're watching us from wherever you are, but we're also waiting for the budget 2026-2027. A lot has to be said, a lot has to be done, but recently when we had the Station of the Nation address, His Excellency the President came out and said this team is no sleep. And of course, a lot of things have been going on. Why is the president coming out, during this time to say this and that? But I think sometimes when the corruption becomes too much, you get tired. When there's a lot of insecurity, you also get tired as a human being. More so not as a human being, but as a leader, you really, really get tired. So a lot has been said during the State of the National address. He talks about infrastructure, agriculture. One thing that caught my attention was the leaders asking for money for, having motor vans. He said, can't you ride a bicycle? He used to ride a bike, or he used to trek and walk. So why are you asking for this and that? So this Chisanja is really team no sleep. The man wasn't amused at all. And of course, he talked about property. And of course, we looked at the property, we looked at the infrastructure, a lot was said. So we're waiting for the budget and for the, the new minister who is going to read the budget. This time our sweet man has left. So we really don't have anything to say as much as that, but we are waiting to see what happens at the budget cut. And we're also happy for the 12th Parliament that, elected members were sworn in, ministers have been vetted. Some have not been vetted. Why? I won't go into that so much, but there's a time we're here on Saturday and told you, yes, some ministers are not vetted. One, due to your nationality, two, to your passport, and to your names. But they can live, this, but basically when you have two passports, a kind of a question why. But very many were vetted, and some that are not being vetted, we're waiting to see what His Excellency is going to do. On Tuesday, we do have a public holiday. And it's going to be scientific. We're going to be, celebrating Heroes Day. The heroes out there, happy Heroes Day. This time, only 25 guests have been invited. 25, so it's going to be virtual and scientific. Why? We're trying to cut on the budget and on the cost. That's why you see most of the public holidays this time the money will be less. Let's say Independence, Labor Day, Women's Day and Heroes Day. Yeah, they're looking at them and of course to see what they can do. But anyway, welcome once again this morning. I'm honored and delighted to have the DPC. He's been trending on social media, on news, on different platforms, and KATWE was one of the most insecure places that we had. But right now, I guess you can walk in KATWE. If you stay around KATWE, Najana, Kumbi, Busabala, the security has really been this. And also those kids have been held. And when we go into KATWE, we have borders. Sometimes, these borders are stolen from people. They are hit, they die, they steal them. Now they take them and they get out spare parts. This DPC has been all over the news because he does not entertain that in his office. Mr. MUBANGIZI, the DPC of KATWE. Have I pronounced it right?
Almost.
Okay, please now. But you're welcome and good morning.
Good morning too.
Good to have you. Again.
Yes.
You are a visitor. You have become a friend to us here, so we are glad to see you.
Thank you.
Someone watching us would love to know your name.
Like you said, I'm SP MUBANGIZI Innocent, the DPC KATWE.
DPC KATWE.
Yes.
That is nice. A lot has been said. A lot has been going on, basically in your area. When we look at KATWE, it is those days would say it is one of the most dangerous places. I remember one time I was talking on phone and then my phone was snatched. These days, and the road, how smooth it is, the traffic jam on that road. How would, in some words, how would we call security in KATWE right now? How is the security in KATWE compared to those days?
Thank you. I really would like to say that KATWE still has crimes like any other place, but I want to assure you that all the crimes are at a decreasing rate, especially crimes that scare the public, the so aggravated, the robberies, and from the statistics, in as much as we are still high, but we are decreasing. So we cannot say that we have achieved what we want, but at least we are heading towards there. And KATWE is no longer that they used to say. However, a lot has to be done, and I'm doing quite a lot to ensure that we also reach there.
Okay.
Yes.
Now today we will not be looking at only, KATWE as a place, but we're going to be talking, we're going to look at security in general.
Yes.
And, security is one of the most major things. We will not look at only KATWE, but we'll also have, other problems that have been transpiring when it comes to security. Now, what are the major security challenges currently facing us right here? Not only, your place in KATWE, but also us who stay in Chalwajada, we have a lot of crime rates. When you go to Entebbe, they are also there. As for recent, the couple that was hacked to death. So what are some of the major challenges that we are facing as a country when it comes to security?
Well, as you said, KATWE is among the ones that is,
yes, it's on top.
So whatever I talk is almost covering
that area,
the whole nation.
Yes.
Almost. But of recent, we always have organized crimes like border thefts, which we are really have tried, and it is decreasing. Our major crimes now, I can say, they are becoming more of petty. We have not had an incident where we have like terrorism, they're attacking, but generally we have the few incidents that I've received in KATWE, land-related wrangles have also become an issue.
But why?
Because people want property. So it has also become a very big issue in KATWE. Then frauds.
Yeah, that area is known for Nigerians. Very many that stay in small houses.
Yes.
So fraud is at a high rate.
It is at a high rate, but we are handling it. Then simple robberies of phones, especially along this Queen's Way. But we have done a lot to make sure that, because remember you were talking about the other operation we made that you saw all over the media.
In media, yes.
It has helped us a lot, because those kids who are staying around the areas of Nachivo Channel, whom were arrested, it has helped us a lot. So generally, I can say that crime is there, but we are really doing a lot to.
Well, when you talk about borders, it has become an issue now. Border people are killed day and night, and then their borders are taken to KATWE to get spares out of them. If I may ask, how have you been able to track down those people in KATWE that maybe ally with the thieves and kill the border people, and then they bring in these spare parts? How have you done it to make sure you cut down that crime rate? And also how do you get to know about it, and how do you prepare yourself? Because it doesn't seem like it's a very simple job. It's something that is high. Sometimes when we're on the media, we see they even lock with over 50 padlocks, and you have to cut them. How do you cap up such criminal rates?
To handle any crime, you must understand the trend. Yes, you have to know the method of operation they use. You have to know the pattern. So when I reached KATWE, it's one of the reports they gave me that in an area called Wansanso Muganzwaza, there is a high crime rate of stealing motorcycles. So I didn't tackle it there and then. No.
You took your time.
I took my time to know who does what. The promoters, those are the people who buy the motorcycles. The ones who sell, where do they bring them from? Which method do they use to get them? So after getting all that, now you go into planning. You plan on how to net those ones, especially bringing. So our success was with those motorcycles which had trackers. So all the time we'd see trackers getting lost in one place.
Yes.
Getting lost in one place. So we really confirmed that the problem
is within.
So we mapped the area. Yes. We organized enough manpower, and we cordoned off the place. So I thank the police management that supported me, because it was not easy. So because people know, I realized that they know, they had to all run away. So we had to really use all the means to ensure that we enter the place. So we recovered quite a number of exhibits, which almost can assemble almost 200 motorcycles plus, and like around 10 motorcycles, trackers, number plates, name it. But it's about understanding the crime trend, pattern, and methods of operation before you tackle any crime.
What are some of the measures and the patterns that you use? Because that area, I would mention, KATWE has actually been always a problem, actually before the other people that have been there before you. And then when it comes to you, we see that it's getting into line. But what are some of the measures that you use to cut down safety? Basically, when we look at how you cut down those doors,
yes,
and some of them were stoning your police officers that very day. Some of them were running away. Did you deal with the community to help you also get involved, or did you deal with, other leaders in the community?
Oh, thank you so much. In fighting crime, you cannot manage alone. No. It is a combined effort. Because we have concept of interagency. We did it together with other agencies. We have to do a lot of intelligence. We have to do a lot of community engagement, because not everyone there is involved in that crime. They're also tired of that kind of crime. So it was a whole combined effort, as you saw. Police being the lead, we shall always say police yakoze, but behind the police,
there are also people.
Yes, who give us information, because we didn't know who is who. They say MUBANGIZI is the one of this shop, is the one who does this. So it is a whole combined effort. Yeah.
All right, when we look at how you have been coming down, basically, why are we emphasizing on the borders? Because we see there, crime rates are high. Yeah. Let's talk about those particular places that you went to. Were these people expecting you? Because we'd see some of them were getting shocked. And they'll be like, and these people that were caught, have they been brought to book? Are there some borders that had already been smuggled and had been already put in spares, or some of them had not yet already been dismantled?
No, of course, if they know you're coming, you cannot get anything. So it must be a surprise attack. You must surprise them. That's why you saw. Like I said, we have spare parts that can assemble. So meaning most of them were already put into spares. Wow. Though others were still intact. But most of them were already into spares. So that is why we are getting a challenge of knowing which is which. So we are into sorting them, because at the end of the day, we need to sort them, and those ones who have genuine papers, they can be able to come and have their things back, because they are also packed at my place. I have nowhere to put other things now.
I know. So you're waiting for them to come?
Yes.
All right. You're watching One-on-One right here on U24. Be inspired. And today we're talking about security. And we are honored to have the police in charge of KATWE, and he's now part of UBC because he comes here daily, and we're talking about security. What are the measures and preventions we can have during the security measures? But a lot has been said. I would want to ask, in community, when we have a community, as with the communities, and we get a threat, how effective can we report to the police? Because these days you try and dial 911, doesn't go through. Sometimes you go onto the cameras when you have been, when something has been stolen, and they tell you, you have to pay some money to look into the camera. And sometimes you walk to the police and they have to first look at you and analyze you, be like, this one has come to do what? We as the community, how can we report, safety to the police? Because sometimes the police is welcoming, sometimes it's not welcoming. You go there and you have a major problem and they take it for a joke. And when it comes to look at the cameras, you have to pay to access those cameras.
Really?
Yes.
Well, the IGP and the Direct Operations have taught us a concept of area policing. That is more or less of decentralization in fighting crime. They have empowered almost all the DPCs, all the OCs with the basic necessary things. One, almost each and every station or post has a counter phone where you can call.
but do they pick? That's the question, and that's the worry. Sometimes you call DPC and no one is there to respond, or perhaps they will respond at their given time, or they will tell you the 99 patrol is not available.
We shall reach there.
It has gone somewhere.
We shall reach there, but at least we are saying the police has provided.
Yes.
So the response and is another thing I'm going to tackle. 2, it has also provided motorcycles. At least if it is not at every station, it is at a parish level. 2 or 3. Yes? For easy mobility. And at another level, they are provided motorcycles. 2, we are also doing strategic deployment. Like in every sub-county, you have where the motorcycles and motor vehicles are parked, ready for response. So where is the problem? The problem sometimes is, as the community, we also don't want to associate with our local police. DPC.
Because you might be the one who is going to save me. You may pick up my call faster than these ones that are on at the station.
We should really also learn to be friendly, and that's what we are saying, that the police at the lower level should also extend into the communities. They read their personal numbers and they read official numbers. Yes, so that instead of somebody dialing 99, they have the telephone number of their area police. Should he or she not receive, that's when you can call the DPC. That's when you can call the RPC. But we are always trying to reduce or to minimize or to increase the response time. Because by the time we call me, I call the OC calls the sergeant.
The one who is on the ground.
Wafuded. Okay, so that's what we are saying. On the, it's common knowledge that when the 99 is there, when people call and someone has a problem, doesn't want to know whether it has moved in to maybe to Murago or has taken somebody, Njagara 99, and on top of our officers may be delaying, but there are some times when they are engaged. Like in the night, I can respond to maybe accident scenes like 3, and where you have take victims to hospital, maybe others. So in that period, somebody can call and the 99 is not there.
True.
But where it is, when it is available, we encourage and we ensure that the people get a response in time. I am blessed in KATWE that at least in almost each sector I have a 99, almost 3 to 4. So I have no excuse for not delivering. You get me? Yes.
Let's talk about the cameras.
Yes.
These cameras were put in place to cut down theft. Some people are stolen, some people are killed. If you see the videos that have been trending where people have been beaten on other people's gates, and they take, sometimes, as you've said, the police takes time to respond, maybe due to either engagements that are there. But these cameras, basically the ones that were installed, were put in place to help us curb the safety. But in communities, members say that these cameras don't work, or perhaps you want to go and check on the cameras to see who has been following me and what can we do. And you reach there, and the guys that particularly work on those cameras, my dear, nababa call, and they tell you, do you have some money? Now your footage, madam, it's going to take long. How has the police engaged themselves into, helping the community to check onto the cameras if the footage is also there? And sometimes if we come and we walk in and it's not helped and we're not helped, what happens? What do we do in that particular time?
Thank you. I think I really want to comment that one of the biggest force multiplier we have in Uganda Police Force is cameras.
The CCTV cameras.
Cameras. Because even currently as I come here in the studio, I have a suspect that I saw a footage on social media and the cameras have helped me to arrest. That's one of the main stories we have. I really always will say that there are some individuals on maybe personal
level
that make the whole system look like it is ugly. But those cameras, it is IGP and the president who put them. The officer didn't put anything to put. His is to do ABC. But at an individual level, you maybe find those things are being done. But police has management. Should you be mishandled at that level, come to the OC, come to the DPC. I've most of the times called me, good enough the camera room is near my office.
So you can access
so
it.
The risk of if an officer messing up is minimal.
Because also on the way they see you handling.
Yes. Anybody, I come out and somebody is outside not being handled, you answer. So I also encourage officers, please let us really use these gadgets and these installations to help Ugandans. It is not about individual gains, because really these are things that discourage some Ugandans from even accessing police.
True, we fear police.
But at the end of the day, we are good people.
Of course you are good people, because by the time we get you, sit with you and interact with you, you're always good people, but there will always be that one rotten tomato that will spoil everything. So, but at least now the police is, has put measures out there. Are there some community police programs where we, the community, can attend and also listen on how we can help when it comes to security? Because sometimes we see police engaging the community in training them, in teaching them. Do you have those, programs in your community?
I can ably say that that is what has made me in KATWE and in everywhere I've worked, community policing. You cannot do any policing activity, or you cannot do police work if you don't have the blessings of the community. Because for you are just brought in that community. So to understand the area, you need the local leaders, the population. They're the ones who give us intelligence information. They're the ones who are most affected by the crime. So I have championed actually most of the community policing engagements in KATWE, and people are blessing it. However, the response is poor.
Yes, I was actually going to come to that.
Yes.
Do we, the community, the people who are in the community, attend these trainings?
You see, when you call maybe in a parish where like 10,000 people are, you only get 20 who are even the elderly, or even who are
the priests.
Not really.
Because the priests really want to hear these things.
Yes. And
the imams of
really
the mosques
take
are the ones
it for granted.
Yes,
we
true.
always remember police when we get into problems.
That's a very big one there.
Yes, but when we are coming tell you what to do, not to get into problems, there's that, there's that gap which is there. So I encourage people, you come and listen. At least in 10 statements, you can pick 1 or 2 to go and help you at one point. So I think community policing has been going on, and slowly by slowly it is catching up, and it is one of the key players to our stability now.
Okay, let's talk about the domestic violence and the gender. Basically, you find people that come to report, musajja teyampadde sente zanva. Then the man, then it's a kameza. Then another woman, then another man will come and report, this wifey of mine, I married her, but there's nothing that goes on. And then we have those ones that mistreat children. How has police helped into, you know, gender violence and domestic violence? And it's becoming a problem. Sometimes people are beaten and they are killed.
Yes.
And sometimes the other one comes out and say, I was angry. I didn't do it intentionally, but busungu. How have you come? Do you have any solution when it comes to gender violence and domestic, you know, violence, and also to the children? How has the police engaged itself in helping, you know, get children that are made to work at a very, very tender age? These days you find people have maids who are about 16, 15. Does the police go around to check on people to see what age of these children have been employed? Because they're very young kids.
Domestic violence is high, but is also hard to tackle.
Why is it hard to tackle?
Because it happens sometimes indoors. It starts indoors. In fact, you can only detect domestic violence when it starts getting out. Yes. So most of the interventions we make are, one, when reports are made. But two, when I'm going for engagements in the community, I usually take three major people. The Child and Family Protection Unit, yes, the CLO, and maybe the traffic. So the engagements are going to help tackle some of those things. But majority of the cases reported, we ensure that we give solutions. But the solutions is always say, you go and understand each other. Should you fail
to understand,
it is in extreme cases where we send people to court. But I thank God that some people have really been helped at our stations. They have reconciled. Have
you been invited to some of these weddings? Yes, where people have reconciled, because the way you've said it.
No, you can always see when they are getting back home.
The happiness.
Those ones who come, one is invited at 10, another one comes at 2. Now they go hand in hand. At least you read that
there's
something has been done.
Yes.
With those girls who are working, it is hard for
underage.
It is really hard for police to go maybe house to house
hunting for them.
Yes, but we encourage people also not to use these underage, and should they be there and being mistreated, let them be bold and come and report to us. We shall be of help.
All right. When we started the show, we talked about the fraud business. I could ask, what are some of the steps in police force taking to curb, the cybercrime and the online fraud?
We have a whole unit, yes, which deals with the cybercrime, yes, but it is also something which is very technical to handle, because our systems are not yet at a level where we have quick response. Like we can now locate, we can now know you are talking to this person, we can now track, and we have so many success stories. Yes, so the fraud is being tackled at all levels. There are these ones who call and say,
yes, I've been a victim.
Now that is at let me say at a lower level, but there are those ones who sit home go on internet and start transferring money from one account to another. There is also that level. So at each and every level, we have people who can manage it. And when I had just come to Katwe, that was the norm of the day, especially the ones who told me the community is full of foreigners.
Foreigners, yes.
But I can ably say that we don't get even more than 2 cases in a month. Yeah, so we are handling it very well.
Let's talk about the recently we saw the police raiding into unknown apartments, or the apartments, or we could call them Airbnbs, where some young girls have been training online, doing sexual activities. That's how I can bring it up. You find in a room, like this is the room, and there are over, cameras, and these young people are engaging themselves in sexual intercourse, but it's going all over internet. And there are also other young people out there that go on different, platforms, let's call it Facebook, TikTok, and you find them watching, we call it pornography online now. Recently, we saw the police curbing down such people. In your area, have you faced any of that?
Katwe has almost all kinds of
of crimes. Yes.
Yeah, but of course the Anti-Pornography Act is there, so we really charge them according to the law. Once we detect or we get such, like the way you saw on social media. So, but like I said, some of the crime can only be detected when they come out of the walls, because most of those crimes are committed inside, like the ones who recording themselves or watching pornography. But when it is there and we come to get you, we really have to handle you according to the law.
All right. Well, how has the police department addressed the issue of drugs? Because we are seeing drugs is one of the leading rated crimes. How has the police department been able to address drug-related crimes? Because recently when we saw you riding into Nachivubo channels under there, kids are smoking. Whatever they are smoking, we don't know. It could be marijuana, it could be, they are eating cocaine, or they're smoking cocaine, or they're taking it different drugs. How have you been able to cut down that drug crime rate? Because I think they tell you, and then I killed someone. How have you been able to handle that? Because it's killing the youth in the society out there.
Really, I can say that it is a very big problem. If not very well handled, we shall not really have a sober future, because the youth are deeply engaged in different kinds of drugs. But we have a whole unit of narcotics, and every time we carry out an operation, we do not miss recovering exhibits, either marijuana or name it. So, why is it a little bit of a challenge? Yeah, it's because the law on drugs is not yet very firm. Because we find that somebody like with marijuana, the maximum sentence is maybe 6 months.
And he will still come out.
Oh yes, and they still come out and start from where they have stopped. But for us, we don't give up. Maybe those organized crimes of maybe cocaine or what, it is being handled at that level in those units of narcotics.
All right, while you're watching One on One right here on U24, be inspired, and I'm honored and glad to have SP MUBANGIZI Innocent, the district police commander for KATWE division, and we see KATWE division had the most crime rates compared to the other places. But ever since he came into that, he has been able to cut down most of the crimes there, and it is a place now that you can walk freely. SP, we have seen there's a lot of security on the roads of KATWE, mainly because I don't know, is it a highway? When we talk about the Tawe, now that place has been a place of people being killed, smuggling of phones, and of course smuggling of ladies' bags. These ladies who wake up early in the morning to go to the market. When you drive through that tower thing, of course there are lights, but sometimes you find borders that are parked inside there. Sometimes you also find people that are inside there parading. Is there any way that the police has come out to help with such people? That because sometimes you can be stopped and they tell you, those are some of the common things they do. But the way the upper flyway has been constructed, people fear to pass there, because if they ask you to give you the phone and you refuse, they can easily throw you over. Is there a way that you, as the DPC SP, have you come out with the way of putting police officers there to ensure that the security is tight?
One, like I said, we carried out a massive operation along that area, and the boys who are residing on that mwara were all arrested, and even their temporary illegal structures
were demolished
through KCCA were demolished. But also we have deployment there, both uniformed and non-uniformed. So we have scenarios where you snatch here, you are arrested here.
A one-on-one.
Yes, you snatch there, you are arrested there. So they have also become conscious of the deployment. And in jam time, especially in the evening,
yes,
we have patrol teams that go through the lanes and besides, and also have a motorcycle squad which park around there to respond, even also to patrol. So I can able say that the snatching has really reduced. Even if I show you statistics, it has really reduced because of that deployment, both covert and overt.
All right, I could ask, what are some of the security measures that the business and households take to improve on the safety? Let's say those business people that sometimes, lock up early due to safety, due to crime rates, and then we've seen very many mobile vendors have been shot, have been, they come into the shop and they put a gun onto you and they tell us, give us the money. But also, where do these people get the guns from? Because sometimes we hear them say when they are caught, "Owa police ya jimpa." How do they access these guns? Because these are big guns. We've seen very many mobile money vendors being shot, killed. Basically, when it comes to business, some people nowadays fear, because they know anytime owakamondo ayitawo kaweddemu. What are some of the measures that we should take, we as business people and also the people that stay in homes?
The primary role of police is protect life and property. But some people have again also relaxed too much on their businesses. We always see businesses where very multi-million shops. But when you are to look at the locking system, the lighting system, even no CCTV cameras. CCTV cameras, I don't think they even go for maybe 1 million to monitor your places. But you find that we have also neglected
ourselves,
the role of individual security, even at home. And we always talk about it when we go to communities. We talk about the concept of neighborhood watch and the like. We have few incidences where really, okay, there are many, but as compared, where people have been attacked with guns. But these guns these days are profiled. So once it is used, we now know where it is coming from. But of course, we have had incidences where guns are lost. So we have incidences where we have seen the private security organization guns, of course, even sometimes our own. Yes, but the fact is, everyone should take up a responsibility of securing themselves and their property, as police comes in to guide as a technical arm of government.
Well, when you say, I'm really touched when we talk about the gun issues. It has been a problem. How does a gun get lost from a police officer? I thought this one is like your baby, like how I have a baby and I make sure I will either tie a rope on my leg. When she goes very far, I know she's around. How are these guns stolen from them? Do they come in and raid into their homes where they sleep at the headquarters, or there's a way they connect with these other Omutuwa Wansi?
Well, all those things are possibilities, but we have seen also incidences where police officers are shot and their guns are taken.
Oh,
so
yes,
it is
true.
always not a deliberate move of saying they just lose. You get me? Others are deliberate acts of harming, injuring police officers, and their guns are taken. But at least I want to assure you that a gun is part of your body.
Yes, exactly. It's like your baby.
So you can't even take a risk. But we have seen incidents where they are stolen after being hit and also shot.
Yes.
And others have lost life.
What is the way forward to that? What is the solution to that?
No, of course, for example, there is no single deployment. Like you deploy one gun, no. They say you deploy a gun to protect a gun. You have to move in groups. Yes? Don't move away from the section. If you are like a section, for you stay behind, me, I want to make a short call. Or when you are in pursuit.
He might be bad love.
Let the whole team wait.
For him.
Or when you are in pursuit. Don't run with one person for 2 kilometers. So those are some of the measures. Of course, where we keep them is safe, and it is the best place to be. So it is just a question of avoiding those small errors.
All right. Yeah. How has the police been able to coordinate with local leaders and security committees?
Security committees start at the local LC1 level. They must have a meeting where they feed into sub-county security committee. At sub-county level, there must be an OC who is a member of sub-county security committee. So meaning they also attend. Then we have DSCs, either district or divisional security committees, where the DPC attend, DISO and RCC or RDC, or their deputies are the chairpersons. So at that level of leadership, that's how we coordinate. But on community level, we do community engagements. Of course, through the leaders, you write to them, and the others also request you to go and talk to them. So the coordination is there, and that's the way to go. That is the way to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how can the young people get involved in, helping the police to, curb down crime rates, basically with the young people. How can we help the police, or how can the police engage us in helping them, get some crime rates within the community?
If you are to see the majority of the offenders now,
very young people,
the youth.
Yes.
Worse still, the so-called egari.
I was actually coming to that. Now, thank you for bringing it up. We'll come to it after answering this. I really want to understand what gari is. Sometimes you don't understand the language.
Of course, egari is initially, a gari is like an organized group of people, yes, with an aim. But when the aim turns from positive to negative, then the gari becomes a criminal gang. So when you see it is the youths who are, whether in school or out of school, you really see. So like in KATWE, I organized what they call school outreach program. And I visited over 20 schools, talking to the young generation about the security, their responsibilities, the role of police, their role in helping the police. Equally, I have organized so many engagements with the youth in KATWE. I've gone down to those called the ghetto structures.
Yes, yes.
Down there. I'm very popular there. Huh?
You're well known.
Very.
Do you sit with them and have a meal with them?
I have no problem, as long as there's no poison.
Do they explain to you their problems?
Very well. In fact, that is one of the attributes of how KATWE has become.
Law. Because
the youth have no problem with even coming to my office and talk to me, or me going to the ground and talk to them. They have no problem.
How often do you go there?
I go there officially and unofficially.
Uninvited and invited?
Uninvited. Because now I know the groups. And it has worked for me. There we go and say, mzee nawe no manyo. Yes. So you also create a situation or an atmosphere that the police is not there to always run around them or after them. You get me? No. You also create an atmosphere of having a dialogue with them.
Getting to know the new words that they are using.
Yes, the new concepts. Like now I'm a senior now.
In the words gari, those ghetto words that they are using.
Yes. But in as much as I give them the chance to be near me, I also punish them when they go wrong.
Wrong, true.
And I am very, very known for that.
Yes, when you find them in the wrong, you will literally get them.
I warned you personally, so
today, no forgiving. Maybe my last question would be, what are some of the challenges that the police force face in maintaining law and order? I guess you also people have your own problems.
Challenges?
Yes.
At the individual level?
Yes.
They are at the division level and at an institution level.
Let's talk about at the individual levels and the institution level.
Now, of course, individual level is about the psychological being of an officer. You come from home, you have a domestic violence, you cannot deliver 100%.
True.
Of course, at the strategic level, I cannot talk from there, but at the division level, because that's where I know I am.
Yes, the division level.
At the division level, the police has tried of recent to really manage most of the challenges of fuel, motor vehicles. Of course, the numbers are still low, but I'm sure we are about to be reinforced by numbers because there's training going on. Basically, the challenges now we have is at management, managing the resources that police is giving us. Because you find we have motorcycles, but they are not well managed. They are down. they have punctures.
True.
Yes. So managing the resources, coordinating with the community. Yes. Lack of information sharing, and of course interagency coordination. If all that one is done very well, then we shall be good to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, when you look into that camera, what would be your last remarks, basically to the youth out there, because we're the ones that engage more so in the crime rates, and to the community that don't attend this, police trainings. Then at the end of the day, they're the ones to call and tell you, "Banzibye, banzita." What would be your last message to the country or to the people watching us out there?
The people watching us, security is not about people in uniform. Security starts with you. How have you secured yourself before the uniform comes in? You should also have plan. If they say this is the wrong place, pass in the safer places. And to the youth, we are saying that the youth are the future leaders, but at this rate we are wondering really.
Are we still the future leaders?
Are we really going to have future leaders? Because it is a big problem where when you see the people supposed to replace you are worse than you. It is a very, very big challenge. But there is always room for improvement, and even God said that if you repent, you are forgiven.
So if they still and they come, they repent to you, do you forgive them?
After some procedures. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I thought you forgive them and tell them, okay, you go, you don't put them in.
Sometimes we do, after counseling. It is also part of the remedies.
All right, thank you so much, SP MUBANGIZI, for coming through this morning and to enlighten us about the security, but also thank you for the good job you've done in Katwe.
Thank you.
So I think now I can come and walk freely, or perhaps park my...
Safely.
Safely, yeah?
Really, but safely.
Now I'm scared. I don't think I'll be able to come, but I will walk into your office one of these days to check how the things are moving on. I will come, but thank you so much for coming. Send back our regards to, the big bosses out there, and tell them the security cameras was one thing to go. It was a way thing to go. But there's some questions that I've not asked, but thank you for,
Still hosting me again.
Of course, we're going to still have you over and over so that we can talk about these things. But thank you so much for coming this morning. All right, that's what we had for you this morning. We're talking about the security, and we're honored and glad to have SP MUBANGIZI, Innocent, DPC for Katwe, and he was here with us, and he has told us how can the community engage themselves in curbing down the security rate. And of course, very simple, let's engage ourselves in this training. This shouldn't be only for the leaders, because sometimes you find the leaders in church and the LCs are the ones attending, and we the community sit down and relax. And also he talked about having different calls. The police is there, so we need to call. Thank you so much for having watching this beautiful show. We do this every Saturday from 9 to 10. Fresh and Clean is here to give you what is happening in the latest music world, and Shamo is here ready as usual, putting up his hands. Hi Sugar Daddy Shamo, greetings. Thank you so much to all my producers, Hafizo, and of course Tyson. Gary, thank you so much for being on the camera, and thank you for making this show happen this very morning. Fresh and Clean is up next with the latest music. Have a good day. We'll do this again next week on Saturday, same time, same day, here at U24. Be inspired.